Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to this cricket happening show with your host Ram today. This on a Sunday, the 19th match of the IPL and the 20th match of the IPL today. The 19th match was played between Gujrat Lions and Royal Challengers Bangalore. And Virat Kohli, the captain of Royal Challengers, got his first ever, his maiden century in T20 cricket, exactly scoring 100 when he actually creamed the wide Yorker of the last delivery of the innings for a boundary to take his to score the majority of the runs which were scored by the team Royal Challengers. 180 for 2, out of which his share was 100 runs, unbeaten runs. And as I said, this was the first ever T20 century by Virat Kohli in T20 cricket. But even that was not enough to stop the Gujrat Lions from winning the match, as the Gujrat Lions batsmen all contributed to actually get a win by 6 wickets over the Royal Challengers Bangalore today at the Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium here in Rajkot. And so that was the first game. The second game was an exciting affair that happened between rising Pune Super Giants and the Kolkata Knight Riders. It was played at the Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium here in Pune. And what a game, what a match we had. This match went all the way down to the wire with the Kolkata Knight Riders initially doing well. In fact, rising Pune Super Giants put a good score on the board, one thought, of 160 for 5, considering the fact that this particular pitch was really aiding the spinners. But I thought the spinners from rising Pune Super Giants could not capitalize on that, and the Kolkata Knight Riders were definitely put under the pump a bit. They lost their openers early, and then Surya Kumar Yadav played a dashing innings of 60 or 49 deliveries. But then they continued to lose the wickets. They lost 5 wickets for 30 runs at the middle stage, and then finally it was with only 6 runs to win, 7 runs to win of the final over. It was Umesh Yadav who swung the ball high and wide over the long on region for a big 6 of the bowling of Tisra Pereira to put everything to rest, as the victory was KKR. So KKR on the top of the table, and rising Pune Super Giants placed 7th on the table of IPL 2016. So KKR winning the match there, and these are the 2 matches that we are going to look at. But first I'm going to start off with the 19th match, Gujrat Lions versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. So the toss was actually won by Virat Kohli, the Royal Challengers captain, and well, he decided, he surprised the bet. I thought he surprised everyone a bit by deciding to bat first on this pitch. And the start was not good for the Royal Challengers. Today, in the absence of Chris Gayle, it was Shane Watson who opened the batting with Virat Kohli. The other day we saw KL came number 2 today, and Virat Kohli and Shane Watson opened the innings, and there was immediate reward for the Gujrat Lions bowlers. It was the first wicket was taken by Dhaval Kulkarni as he forced Watson to sky a delivery into the air, and Ravindra Jadeja poaching the catch. He was gone for 6, so that was wicket number 1 for the Royal Challengers. Virat Kohli was joined in by AB de Villiers, and then, as you know, when these 2 players are in the middle, what really happens? Things really explode. Well, today I wouldn't say it really exploded, but definitely runs were really coming in thick and fast, as Virat Kohli was getting into his drives in a pristine manner, and he was also playing the flick shots through the onside beautifully. At the other end, AB de Villiers was definitely creamed 2 boundaries through the cover region. But that was it for AB de Villiers today, and for the first time in the IPL, we saw that AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli could not combine together and put a big partnership, as AB de Villiers tried to hit an innocuous delivery coming in from Tambe. A short cover was placed for him, and it was a very good captaincy on the part of the Gujrat Lions captain Suresh Raina, and Suresh Raina took the catch gleefully as AB de Villiers was on his way back for 20 of 16 balls, 2 fours, 59 for 2. There was a bit of a pressure on the Royal Challengers at the 8th over, and after that it was absolutely Virat Kohli and KL Rahul. Now, KL Rahul came in. As you know, he normally opens the innings. We have seen that KL Rahul has struggled. He has only put on 30 runs in 2 innings, and this was his 3rd match here. And KL Rahul once again continued to struggle. In fact, Dhaval Kulkarni was the bowler. It was KL Rahul was attempting to connect, but he was not able to connect. He was getting beaten and he was missing it. And Virat Kohli, the RCB captain, was seeing that all from the non-striker's end, and he decided that he was going to go and have a word with KL Rahul, actually gesticulating him, and he came there, and KL Rahul was given a sort of a pep talk probably by Virat Kohli, and that definitely translated into action. As KL Rahul, the next 2 balls that Dhaval Kulkarni delivered were all sent for sixes. As KL Rahul hit one over the deep mid-wicket region for a 6, the other one was hit clear as a whistle over the long on. What shots they were, and look at the effect that Virat Kohli had on KL Rahul. And then after that, there was runs coming aplenty as Virat Kohli got into his stride, and he was really pasting boundaries right, left and centre. And even though there was a packed offside field for Virat Kohli, we all know that Virat Kohli is so adept in actually piercing the gaps. He really left the captain Suresh Raina absolutely knowing not what to do, because such was Virat Kohli's mastery over the bowling, as he really started squeezing in the ball through the gaps for boundaries. And finally, KL Rahul went on to hit an unbeaten half century. It will give him a lot of confidence. Not out on 51 in the company of Virat Kohli. In fact, in the last 5 overs, they looted 65 runs, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul, with Virat Kohli of the last delivery. It was a wide Yorker which was bowled as he creamed it towards the boundary to have the first ever T20 century. Virat Kohli getting his first T20 century, not out on exactly 100 of 63 deliveries, 11 fours and 1 6. KL Rahul was not out on 51 of 35 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes, and RCB once again showing in the IPL that they have some very good batting resources, because without using all their batsmen, they went on to sit on a score of 180 for 2, which was pretty good to see. Now let's have a look at the bowling card from the Gujrat Lions. Praveen Kumar 3 overs 1 for 28, Dhaval Kulkarni 4 overs 1 for 39, Tambe 3 overs 1 for 24, Shadab Jagati 3 overs 28, Ravindra Jadeja 3 overs for 17. Dwayne Bravo was the one who got the maximum beating from the Virat Kohli's bat and Rahul's bat, as Bravo went to the extent of 43 runs of his 4 overs. So that is the that is as far as the Royal Challengers Bangalore batting was concerned. Now it is about the Gujrat Lions chasing that total, and what a start for the Gujrat Lions. I mean, today we saw that Brendan McCullum's opening partner was not available. Normally it would be Arun Finch, but Arun Finch today, they probably, Gujrat Lions wanted to experiment certain things, so they decided that Arun Finch will be batting down the order. As you know, Suresh Raina decided that Arun Finch will be batting down the order today, and it was Dwayne Smith was given his first match, and what a knock from Dwayne Smith. Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum starting in right earnest in the pursuit of 180. They knew that they required a run rate of 9 runs per over. They really went berserk today, as the spinners, and Kane Richardson was absolutely caned by this opening partnership between Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum. And Brendan McCullum actually went after Kane Richardson big time. He actually smoked him over the long on region for a 6. Then he hit him for a straight boundary. Then he showed a lot of finesse when he actually put him over deep square leg for another 6. And he took 25 runs of a single over of the bowling of Kane Richardson. Dwayne Smith was not to be left behind. He caned Yuzvendra Chahal for 6s and Iqbal Abdullah for 6s. And it was I thought the RCB team definitely the bowling did not have much bite at all, as they were absolutely caned. And Kane Richardson was really caned. He went for 53 runs of his 4 overs. And the partnership had put on 47 for the first wicket. An ideal pursuit there, but then it was Kane Richardson who picked up the wicket of the dangerous Dwayne Smith. So 32 of 21 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. But Brendan McCullum was still smoking hard as Suresh Raina joined him. And Brendan McCullum, as I said, he was the one who was really hitting it out of the park. And as that was happening, Brendan McCullum finally was tamed by the bowler Tabrai Shamsi. When runs were really cascading, and this was the and in the power play, this was the best power play overs that a team could have utilized in this season in the IPL, as 73 runs were smoked by Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum in the power play overs. So that will give you an idea as to how strong they were. And then, as I said, there was only one man who could stop Brendan McCullum in his tracks, and that was the Chinaman bowler Tabrai Shamsi, who did a wonderful job, I thought. Amidst all the big hitting that was going on, Shamsi really had a lot of control, and he made sure that Brendan McCullum wouldn't be allowed to get away with this, as he actually bowled a delivery which Brendan McCullum actually hit it back into the hands of Shamsi, and Shamsi held the catch after Brendan McCullum had caned 42 of just 24 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. After that, Suresh Raina and Dinesh, and the score was 87 for 2, so the impetus was had already been given by the openers. Now it was a matter of just consolidating and slowly, and that was what precisely Suresh Raina and Karthik did. They were in no hurry because Brendan McCullum and Smith had played such good knocks that it allowed Raina and Karthik the luxury of really trying to play some percentage cricket, not taking any undue risk, and they were just taking the singles and the twos, and the odd boundary was hit. As this was going on, things were really going on pretty calmly for the Gujrat Lions, as this partnership had added 53 runs, and while the partnership added 53 runs, finally the stand was broken as Yuzvendra Chahal picked up Raina's wicket for 24 balls with 3 fours, and they also lost Ravindra Jadeja, caught by Rahul at the bowling of Watson for 12 of 10 balls with 1 6, and then out came Dwayne Bravo, but Dinesh Karthik expedited matters in the final analysis, as after playing some very good common sense cricket, Dinesh Karthik, who was pretty sedated at the start, slowly unwinded, and slowly the boundaries started coming, and Dinesh Karthik made sure that Gujrat Lions would win the match, as he finished with an unbeaten 50 to his name of 39 deliveries, 3 fours. Dwayne Bravo not out on 4 of the only ball he faced, which was the winning hit, which was hit by Dwayne Bravo. 182 for 4. Gujrat Lions winning the match they won the match against the RCB by 6 wickets. So putting up a good show there, Gujrat Lions. And the man of the match went to Virat Kohli, the RCB captain, for his first ever T20 century. The bowling, as I said, the RCB bowlers definitely didn't have much bite in their bowling at all. Yuzvendra Chahal 4 overs 1 for 33. Kane Richardson disappeared for 53 runs of 4 overs with 1 wicket. Iqbal Abdullah 4 overs went for 41, no wicket. Watson 3 point was hit for 31 runs with 1 wicket. Shamsi was the best bowler, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 21 amidst the big hitting that was going on. So Gujrat Lions actually winning the match, and now the attention shifts over to that exciting match that happened between Kolkata Knight Riders and Rising Pune Super Giants. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Rising Pune Super Giants, in fact the toss was actually won by Gautam Gambhir, the Kolkata Knight Riders captain, as he inserted the Rising Pune Super Giants to bat on this pitch. And immediately one could see the signs of turn was absolutely evident when Rising Pune Super Giants started. Now Albie Morkel, Mone Morkel was the bowler, and Ajinkya Rahane, just at the initial stage itself, what a six, a super six hit by Ajinkya Rahane, as he just picked him up and put him into the over the fence. So Ajinkya Rahane was looking good, Du Plessis was the first wicket. Now Shakib, and that was the time one came to know when Shakib Al Hasan was introduced. Definitely both the captains would have known that this pitch is going to take a lot of turn, and especially that happened. What a delivery from Shakib Al Hasan to surprise Du Plessis. He bowled one on the off stump, and this was the armour from Shakib Al Hasan, which never turned, straightened after pitching, and Du Plessis was caught a begging. He was clean bowled by Shakib Al Hasan for 4. So and the score at 24 thanks to Ajinkya Rahane hitting some boundaries. Steven Smith came in, and Steven Smith offered good company to Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane was looking pretty good at the crease. He was timing the ball beautifully, and he was hitting those odd sixes in between when he actually hit Mane Morkel for 1-6. He went after Shakib Al Hasan. He went after the other bowlers too. I think it was Piyush Chawla, and that was going on. Steven Smith, for once in this IPL, was really looking like the Steven Smith that we know, because as you know, he's a very good player of spin, and that was pretty good to have Steven Smith there. He was negotiating the spinners very well, whether it be Shakib Al Hasan, Sunil Narine or Piyush Chawla, and he was doing a fine job. Ajinkya Rahane, well, he was already there doing his job pretty well, and the partnership really was blossoming there with 64 runs. I thought it was 56 runs which was added for the second wicket in probably 10 overs. And while that was going on, we saw that things were going on well, and Ajinkya Rahane has actually driven a delivery from the bowling of Satish back through the onside, but it was Satish showing some very good reflexes, fielding the ball well, and Steven Smith probably wanting to go for the run actually didn't realize that Satish had the ball in his hand, and Smith was found wanting as he was outside the crease, and he was run out for 31 of 28 balls with 2 fours. So that made it 80 for 2, and then Tushar Pereira came in and tonked a big 6 of the bowling of Satish, but in the same over, in the next over, Satish actually grabbed his wicket by clean bowling him 12. Albi Morkel smoked 2 sixes in his knock of 16 of 9 balls. At the other end, Ajinkya Rahane was doing a good job, but then Ajinkya Rahane finally, after holding the fort for the rising Pune Super and also playing some very good strokes, was finally outdone by a Sunil Narine delivery, which he actually drove it into the hands of him, and Narine caught and bowled him for 67 of 50 balls with 4 fours and 3 sixes. Ajinkya Rahane gone. Dhoni, as usual, put his big shots into the picture as he hit an unbeaten 23 towards the end of 12 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Bhatia was not out on 1. 160 for 5 was what rising Pune Super Giants finished with. And looking at the total and looking at the way the ball was turning, one probably fancied that that was a decent score for rising Pune Super Giants to defend. Looking at the bowling for the Kolkata Knight Riders, Mane Morkel 3 overs went for 30. Andre Russell 2 overs was it for 16. The spinners, let's have a look at the spinners. 3 overs for 14, 1 wicket. Shakib Al Hasan bowled well, but Sunil Narine on a turning track, I thought, struggled. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 32. Piyush Chawla also couldn't get his bearings right. 3 overs, no maiden, none for 26. Satish 3 overs, 1 for 20. And Umesh Yadav 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. Now comes the real excitement. The Kolkata Knight Riders were out to bat. The openers were in the middle, and we all know that the openers are the ones who have been a sort of a thorn in the flesh for all the opposition in this IPL. But today it was not to be. With the very first delivery, Albi Morkel bowled a delivery which Robin Uthappa tried to flick it. He shuffled on to the offside trying to flick the delivery, but missed it, and Robin Uthappa was gone. LBW bowled Morkel for naught of the very first delivery that he received of the Kolkata Knight Riders innings. And that was a big blow for the Kolkata Knight Riders there, as Surya Kumar Yadav was promoted in the batting order. He was sent in as one drop with clear instructions to go ahead and smash the bowling, and that's what he precisely did. Gautam Gambhir was with Surya Kumar Yadav, and Surya Kumar Yadav hit some very glorious sixes. In fact, he picked up Ravichandran Ashwin and put him over the long on region for 6. Then he hit another sweet 6 of the bowling of M. Ashwin, which was pretty effortless. And Gautam Gambhir was a victim. When the score reached 31. Gautam Gambhir was a victim as he tried to go in for the second run, but Tiwari had done a good job and Dhoni whipped off the bails. And now both the openers were into the pavilion, and Kolkata Knight Riders, after losing their openers who have been forging some big partnerships in this IPL, were in some real trouble at 31 for 2. Shakib Al Hasan came in and joined Surya Kumar Yadav, but that came to nothing as Rajat Bhatia clean bowled Shakib Al Hasan for 3 of 9 balls, which made it 60 for 3, and then the pressure was building on the Kolkata Knight Riders, but Surya Kumar Yadav in the centre was making sure he was doing the job that he was supposed to do, and that was to hit the bowlers off their length. He was doing that beautifully. As I said, he hit some beautiful sixes, the bowling of Ravichandran Ashwin and M. Ashwin, and he also tonked Pereira for a 6-2. As that was going on, Surya Kumar Yadav was joined in by Yusuf Pathan, and once Yusuf Pathan came into the picture, we saw that there was a sort of a stability being required, and that stability definitely came with Yusuf Pathan at the centre. Yusuf Pathan, well, he definitely not really trying to go crash bang and wallop right from the first ball. Was studying the situation very well. He knew that Suresh Kumar Yadav was definitely doing his job, and we also saw Yusuf Pathan get into his stride later on after quite some time, as suddenly we saw that there was some momentum lost by the Kolkata Knight Riders, with runs really a bit drying up at the middle stages and also losing wickets. And then Yusuf Pathan, after cracking 36 of 27 balls with 2 4s and 2 6s, was a goner of the bowling of Bhatia. But Surya Kumar Yadav was doing a pretty good job at the other end. But then there was more bad news for Kolkata Knight Riders, as Surya Kumar Yadav, after doing the job that he was supposed to do, coming in as one drop, was finally gone. LBW bowled M. Ashwin for 60 of 49 balls with 6 4s and 2 6s, and suddenly we saw the pressure was building there. They had lost half the side, 119 in the 16th over, and there was still a long way to go. Probably they required 41 runs in the next 42 runs to be precise in the next 4 overs. That was a tall order, but Andre Russell came in and deposited Ankit Sharma, the spinner, for 2 glorious sixes, and that was it. Pereira came in and bowled a superb over. I thought the 18th over was a superb over bowled by Pereira, because he kept Russell pretty quiet, and not only that, he also nipped the wicket of Pereira for Russell of 17 of 11 balls, 2 6s. So that made it 139 for 6. In walked in Satish. Satish was there. Satish was trying to just get the singles and just push it on. Piyush Chawla coming in at the fall of Andre Russell in the 18th over, hit a boundary, which was good. The very first delivery, he hit a boundary, then he took a single. He came on to strike, then he gave the strike to Satish when Morkel was bowling, and what a swing by Satish. Absolutely had a wild swing at the Morkel delivery, with the ball soaring into the skies for a beautiful 6, which really reduced the pressure and it was going on. But Morkel was pretty smart for himself, pretty smart there for Satish, as in the very next delivery he casted Satish for 10 of 8 balls with 1 6, and now the match was really heading down to the wire in the 19th over when Morkel scalped Satish with the score reading 151, and there was still 10 runs to get as Umesh Yadav walked in. Well, in that particular over, certain singles were taken, and finally everyone were waiting for the final over. The final over was given to Tisra Pereira, and they required 10 runs. It was Umesh Yadav who actually swung. In fact, Piyush Chawla was there, and in the same over, after conceding 2 runs, Pereira actually nipped up the wicket of Piyush Chawla for 8, and then finally it was coming down to the wire. Umesh Yadav was at the crease. Sunil Narine had entered. He was at the non-striker, and nobody would have realized that Umesh Yadav would actually swing Tisra Pereira for a big 6 of the third delivery. of the final over to put an end to Rising Pune Super Giants' hopes, as Umesh Yadav swung a big six into the crowd to get the victory for the Kolkata Knight Riders. It was a 2-wicket victory, but a very close match there, an interesting match which happened here at this particular stadium, at the Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium, Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium here in Pune, with Umesh Yadav remaining not out on 7 with 1-6, and at the dugout one could see Gautam Gambhir, who was looking a bit morose at the other at the dugout, finally was all smiles as Kolkata Knight Riders continued their winning ways and continued to be on the top of the IPL table. 162 for 8, match over. The man of the match went to Surya Kumar Yadav, was promoted as one drop, and what an innings he played. And then now, as far as the bowling was concerned from the Rising Pune Super Giants, Morkel 3 overs was clocked for 36 runs with only 2 wickets to show besides his name. Pereira, well, he worked well in patches, but I thought that ball which he bowled to Umesh Yadav was probably a bit of a fuller length, which was hit by Umesh Yadav with a wild swing of the bat over long on. 3.3 overs, no maiden, 2 for 28 for Pereira. Ashwin, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 21. One was wondering, as I said, on a track like this, probably one would have expected the leg spinners like Ravichandran Ashwin to come to the party, but it was not to be. M. Ashwin, 4 overs, 1 for 32, bowled better than Ashwin, I thought. Ankit Sharma, 3 overs, 1 for 26. Bhatia, Bhatia bowled superbly, I thought. 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 90, and that was the phase where there was a bit of throttling being done of the Kolkata Knight Riders innings, and that was when Bhatia was bowling a splendid spell amidst all what was happening. And Surya Kumar Yadav of the Kolkata Knight Riders took the man of the match award. What a match we had here. Absolutely going all the way down to the wire. Then that big swing by Umesh Yadav into the crowd to end the match. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, hope you all enjoyed this cricket broadcast of mine. But before I go, I'll have to tell you something which probably is not good news, and one hopes that he's recovering in hospital. I'm talking about the Sri Lankan Test opener Kaushal Silva. Today, it was a breaking news coming in that they was playing in a local game there. Dinesh Chandimal was the batsman who actually swept the ball. He was fielding at forward short leg, and as you know, he's a very specialist at forward short leg, and he's a brilliant fielder too. And the ball actually went on to hit him on the head, and I was told he suffered a concussion, and he was immediately airlifted from the stadium there in Colombo, and he was taken to the hospital, and I'm told he's out of danger, but definitely it left him absolutely dazed. One hopes everything is all right with Kaushal Silva. He's a very, very talented batsman, has a great technique, as I said. He's one of the future test batsmen, according to me, for Sri Lanka, Kaushal Silva, because he has some wonderful, wonderful technique. And one only hopes that this blow on his head has not really done any harm to him, and he recovers quickly. And as you would remember, Phil Hughes passed away after being hit on the helmet, and then one called for some different helmet. One does not know what type of helmet he was wearing, whether he was wearing the modern helmet that has been prescribed nowadays, which has also been something which is being a sort of thing which is happening in English county cricket, where the England captain Alistair Cook refused to wear that particular helmet, and also a few other players. And I think it will be the fitness of things if people were to wear those, because definitely one does not know what was the helmet that was used. One has to really look into it. But right now, dear fans, all that I can say is that I wish him well and hope everything goes well for him. And well, dear fans and subscribers, that really brings an end to this cricket happening show of mine today, this on a Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed this cricket broadcast of mine. Your host Ram will be there with the next cricket broadcast that is on tomorrow. That's on a Monday. Till such time, you see your host Ram. This is your host Ram.